Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Galladay. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
He's looking to throw it. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. And the incompletion brings up a second down. He'll do it himself. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A strike downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's going to pass. Got his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Finds his target down the middle. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They want to throw it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They keep attacking through the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up is working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 78 yards down the field and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time today. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Shakes off the defender. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Leaves it with the running back. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. From the gun, looking for a man. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This offense has a 2nd down play. He'll keep it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's right on target. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll just keep slinging it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Trying to get to him. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Field goal is good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Caught. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The give to the tailback. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Now on third down for this offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Play number 9 on this drive. He's back to throw on second down. Grabs it in the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Let's see what they've got on second down. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Give to the running back. He's there to make the stop. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Complete downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They're going to ride this running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Got his man in the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Gets it out fast.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Makes the grab. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now from inside the red zone. He's got the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Release to the back. He's got it on the move. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. The Buckeyes will keep this drive going. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Back to the air one more time. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after making the catch. After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Crosses to 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Buckeyes have taken it inside the 20. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're going to test the right side with this one. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And it's right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Now on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Caught behind the line. It's Brewer. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. He'll bring it back. It's Galladay. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. So after the first down run, here's second down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Tackled immediately after the catch. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Grab near the marker. It's Brewer. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. It's a draw. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it down the right side. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The snap sets up the throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The play action fake. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Got it in the middle. It's Slater. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40, the 20, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Brewer. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on first down. Snap in the shotgun. Quickly to the tight end. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. He wants to pass it on second down. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Going up top on first down. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.